Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I am Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga, and today just a feel good all over yoga session. So we're going to have some ups and downs, some good flows, some time to really marinate in some stretches and hopefully just create the very best version of ourselves that we can inside and out. So something comfortable to wear. You got water handy if you need it, and just a smile on your face, hopefully. If you don't have one already, hopefully you'll find it along the way. We find a seated position that feels good to you. We rest the hands comfortably. If it feels okay to you, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Bring your index finger and thumb to gently touch. Sit up nice and tall and close those eyes. Take a second to get rid of the wiggles and to settle in. If you want to move the fleshy part of your skin away from your bum, feeling those sit bones connected to the earth. If you need to let out a couple big sighs, do. Give yourself an opportunity to be here, to be present, to let go of the rest of the world, to move mindfully, to find those biggest, deepest breaths we can, to let go of the things that are weighing us down, and celebrate all that is right. With an able mind and an able body, we're going to move, we're going to breathe, we're going to explore, we're going to play. Let's shift those hands to the outsides of the hips, pressing the palms down towards the ground. As you exhale, lean your head to the right ear over the right shoulder. Left palm presses down towards the ground. As we come to each posture, each stretch, each motion, how do you feel? Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean your head to the left, pressing that right palm down towards the ground. Where do you hold your stress, your tension? It's just exploring. It's learning about ourselves. It's not about passing judgment. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. Because as we learn about ourselves, we can adjust. We can take note. We can adapt. We can change. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Open your eyes, and as you exhale, turn and look out over your right shoulder without turning those shoulders. Inhale back to center, and as you exhale, turn and look out over that left shoulder. So as we come to places that are challenging for us, challenging but not painful, those are things we really need. Challenging because it's painful, nope, you don't need that. Bring it back to center, reach it high. And as you exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Give a little push with that right hand, lift the left side of the rib cage. Turn your gaze up towards the ceiling and then circle that left arm around behind the back. Forearm along the small of the back. Keeping that left shoulder roll back, turn your gaze down towards the ground and a little tuck of your chin. Well, that feels good in the neck and the shoulder. Honor those things that are challenging. Celebrate those things that feel so good. Circling that left arm back up and over. And as you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Reach it out. Let your head be heavy. Allow your body time to melt, to sink, to release and let go. So if your timing is a little different than mine, it's okay. Take the time you need to do what you need to do, to be the best version of yourself. That's what it's all about. Rolling it back open. And rise, both arms reach high. And exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Give a little push with that left hand, lift the right side of the rib cage. Oh, that feels good. Circling that right arm around behind the back, forearm along the small of the back, just circle the back of the body as far as you can, and then turn and look down towards the ground. Little tuck of your chin. And we circle that right arm back up and over. And as you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Reach out through those right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. Once again, roll it back open. And rise. Both arms reach high. Release your hands down by your sides. Switch. Other leg comes in front. Sit up nice and tall. Press those palms down towards the ground. As you exhale, release your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Reach it high. And exhale, open those arms out to a T, crossing that left arm out in front. Right hand to the tricep, just below the shoulder. Pull it in nice and tight. That left shoulder presses down and away. So be mindful, if it's tucked up by your ear, press it down. And then turn and look out over your left shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards your collarbone. Lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, and take that left arm up and back. Right hand to the elbow, just gently pressing, stretching your tricep through the shoulder, chin off the chest. And breathe. Extend both arms high. Turn your palms to face front, and as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Open your chest, lift your gaze. Cactus arms, inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. One more time, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Extend those arms high, and then open those arms out to a T. We cross that right arm out in front, left hand to the tricep. Gently pull that arm in nice and tight, and that right shoulder pressing down and away. Again, be mindful, if that elbow, that shoulder is really up high, press it down. And then turn and look out over your right arm. Little tuck of your chin. Are you still able to breathe? If you hold your breath, take a second. Really cleanse it. Get rid of the exhales. Hold in that breath, let it go. And then come back to that slow rhythmic breathing. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front. We take that right arm up and back. Left hand to the elbow and gently press. Chin off of the chest, spine nice and tall. You can close your eyes, get lost in that stretch. Let it feel really good. If it's challenging, why? Does it hurt? If it hurts, move, adjust. Releasing and extending left arm, and then the right. Releasing that right hand down, left arm up and over. Again, a little push with that right hand. Lift the left side of the rib cage. Releasing the tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Reach it out. Roll it back open. And rise. Both arms reach up. Left hand down, right arm up and over. A little push with that left hand. Lift the right side of the rib cage. Just space between those ribs, stretching those intercostal muscles. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Reach out through those right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. We roll it back open. And rise. Both arms reach high. Release your hands down by your sides. Good shoulder roll up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. That just feels so good to the neck and the shoulders. And press it down and away. Let's lift that left arm up and over, coming up onto all fours. To tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Take a big breath in. Lower your belly down towards the ground. Lift your gaze and your sit bones high. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Lift your spine, tuck your chin. Cat and cow. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. Once more. And exhale, hollow. Coming back to neutral. Sit your sit bones back towards your heels. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat and surrender down into child's pose. As you walk the fingertips towards the top of the mat and sit your sit bones back towards your heels, feel that length from fingertip to tailbone. Inhale, lift just enough to pass that left arm underneath you, palm side up, releasing down onto that left shoulder, left side of the face just above your ear, and walk those right fingertips towards the top of the mat. Now we're not going to surrender our entire body weight down onto that right or that left shoulder. I want you to be lifting out of that left shoulder just a little bit, supporting so that we don't pinch anything through the neck or the shoulder. Just feel that long line from the tips of the right fingers all the way down that right side. Press through that right palm, lift just enough to extend that left arm out. Right hand passes under, palm to the sky, and then gently release down to that right shoulder, right side of the face, and again, just above our ear. So we're not surrendering all the way down onto that shoulder. We're staying strong through that right shoulder. We're reaching out through the fingertips, both hands. Press through that left palm to lift just enough to pull that right arm back through and sit it back to child's pose. Arms extended out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. We inhale it up to a modified high plank. And as you exhale, let your hips dip down towards the ground as you lift your chest and your gaze to the sky. Roll those shoulders back. Cobra. Core strong, level it back out into that modified plank. Tuck your toes, extend the legs to plank. Now, if you opt to keep your knees down, that's absolutely fine. Shoulders over the fingertips, core nice and strong. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. Now, you can always opt for child's pose rather than down dog. That is always a great place. Inhale up to the balls of the feet, and as you exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. As you inhale, bend your knees. Lower your bottom down towards your heels. Pop it forward to plank. And exhale, lift your hips. We're still high on the balls of the feet. Bending the knees, lower your bottom down. Inhale, pop it forward to plank. And exhale, lift those hips, still high on the balls of the feet. We're going to do that one more time. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, lower your bottom. Tight little squat. Inhale, pop it forward to plank. And exhale it back to down dog. Stay high on the balls of the feet. And then slowly let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Upper body's heavy, head's heavy, face soft. Feel that beautiful stretch down the backs of the legs, that release in the lower back. Give your head a little shake, yes or no. And ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. With a big shoulder roll at the top, and shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. Take it up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, give those arms a little shake as you lower those arms. This can be as intense or as gentle as you want it to be. I want this to clear away negative energy that you're holding in the neck and the shoulders, in the mind, the body, the spirit, and then just let your arms gently hang. A big shoulder roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Pull the hands to heart center, shift your weight to your left foot. Right knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Find your breath. Slowly we begin to hinge it forward, pressing that right leg straight back, squaring the pelvis. We hinge forward to our warrior three. Now you can stop at any point in your warrior three where you feel challenged but successful. We bend that left knee, sink low. You do not have to. A soft bend in that left knee and a giant step back to our crescent lunge. Back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise back leg stays long. We sink into this lunge. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink, stay low. Pull the hands to heart center, turn. Place that right elbow to the left knee. Press against the knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Opening the arms if you like. Back of the right arm, pressing against the outside of that left knee. Breathe. We keep that spinal rotation, pulling the hands back to heart center. Facing forward once again. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Extend those arms, reach it out. Long diagonal line as those arms are on either side of your face. And rise. As you exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back to center. And lean to the right. Inhale back to center, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Shift your hands forward just a little bit, weight forward just a little bit. Big transition here. Press and lift that right leg high. Opening up the pelvis, lifting that right leg just as high as you can. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of the right knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Breathe. Once again, extend that right leg and gently cross it behind your left. Bring your ankles as tightly together as you can get them and relax the weight of the upper body down. Feeling that stretch, IT bands, hips, lower back, hamstrings, calves. Ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Stack in each vertebra. At the top, a good shoulder roll, and shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bending that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, and gently press. Breathe. Feels good to you, circle that left arm around behind, reach it up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. As you exhale, lean to the left. Breathe. Inhale it up nice and tall. Release your hands. Extend that right arm. Lift the left. Pull the hands to heart center. Releasing that right foot from behind the left, we stand tall to mountain. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Hold your plank, toes or knees. Lift out of those shoulders. You can stay in plank on your hands or your forearms. Toes or your knees, if you like. Super slow melt. We're going to do 3 slow push-ups. Your range of motion is yours today. Whatever you brought with you. If it's a smaller motion or it's a holding, perfect. If it's at full range of motion, perfect. Just stay true to your form. Be nice to your body. Challenge yourself appropriately. And lift your hips to down dog. Swaying your hips side to side. Breathe. Get rid of any tension in the neck. If you need to shake your head, yes or no, shake your head, yes or no. Coming back to center. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull the hands to heart center, shifting your weight to your right foot. Left knee lifts to 90 degrees and flex your foot. Breathe. Slowly we press that left leg straight back, squaring the pelvis, lengthening through the crown of the head, pressing through that back heel, making sure the pelvis is as level as you can. If it feels good to you, bend that right knee. You don't have to. Breathe. A soft bend in that right leg, a giant step back to our crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Sink into that crescent lunge. Breathe. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Find a focal point out in front. Inhaling it up nice and tall, and exhale, lean to the left. Inhale it back up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center, turn, and place that left elbow to the right knee, pressing against the knee and working to bring those hands towards heart center. Opening the arms if you like, back of the left arm pressing against the outside of the knee. How's your breath? Shaky's good? All good. Working hard. Pain's never good. Holding your breath, not a great idea. We keep that rotation, pulling those hands back to heart center. We turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Breathe. Circle those arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of the foot and slightly forward. Again, big transition, shifting your weight forward. Big push off with that left leg as you lift it high. It's a needle pose. Go ahead and open up your pelvis. Lift that left leg just as high as you can. Add a flex of that left foot and a bend of that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Breathe. We once again extend that left leg and slowly release it down, crossing that left ankle behind the right. Bring your ankles just as tightly together as you can get them and relax the weight of the upper body down. Let your arms be as heavy as it feels good to you. And then ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Balance is a little compromised as those ankles are crossed. A good shoulder roll up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Bending that left elbow, hand behind your head, right hand to the elbow, and gently press. Revisiting this shoulder and tricep stretch. How does it feel? If it feels good to you, circle that right arm around behind. Reach it up. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. As you exhale, lean to the right. Breathe. And inhale it up nice and tall. Releasing that left foot from behind the right. Releasing the hands, extending left arm. And then the right. And swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Breathe, drawing that right foot up almost to the foot or to the hand. Toes are slightly turned open. So about 2/3 of the way up towards your hand. Rolling to the outside edge of that left foot, to the left hand. Right arm extends towards the ceiling. Breathe. Feel that great stretch in that right hip. You can start to lower that left hip if you like, a little or a lot. Listen to your body. And once again, we lift. Releasing that right hand down and coming back to the ball of the foot. Pause for just a second. Those right toes are turned open. Nice little stretch through the groin and through the hip. Core strong. We lift the hips just a little bit to step it back to plank. Hold your plank or crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Drawing that left foot up about 2/3 of the way towards that left hand. Toes are slightly turned open. We roll to the outer edge of that right foot. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. If you like, start to lower that right hip. A little or a lot. You don't have to. You can stay up. Taxing the shoulder a little bit. Just make sure it's not too much. And then slowly we lift. Releasing that left hand down, rolling back to the right toes. Take a moment here. Feel that stretch through the groin, the outer hip. Lift the hips just enough to step that left foot back. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Sweep the hands back by your feet, palms open to the sky, back of the hands to the mat, and just relax your shoulders. Let those arms be heavy. Checking in. Reach those hands back, circle those arms up and overhead. Let's come up to a kneeling position. Hands cross across the chest. And as you exhale, back, squeeze those buns and rise. Legs do so. Core strong. Sitting back. Arching the hand. One more time. Release your hands. Working some hip mobility. I'm going to turn towards you a little easier to see. We're going to sweep our feet to the right, and we're going to sit the hips to the left. We come back up, sweep the feet to the left, and sit that right hip down. Up we come. So you might need a blanket, a pillow, a block to sit on so that you don't have to go all the way to the ground. That's perfect. You can also keep the feet straight behind you and just sit it back and come back up straight. Little butt squeeze, little press of the hips forward. So listen to your body and what you need. If the knees are like, not great. Again, sit on something, place a pillow between your heel and your bum. Last one, take it down. Go ahead and sweep your feet around. And we're going to go ahead and slide on down towards the top of the mat, extending those legs out long. Let's cross that right foot up and over the left leg. Sit up tall. Wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and sit tall. Pulling that right knee in. Extend your right arm out. Flex that left foot. Circle that right arm around. Place the hand behind you. And prop yourself up as tall as you can sit. And then turn and look out over that right shoulder. A little IT band, a little piriformis, a little outer hip on that right side. Great stretch if you're dealing with sciatica. Extending that right arm back, circle it up and over, releasing, turning back to face front. We're going to shift that right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, reach it high. Turn towards that left leg, flex that left foot, hinge it forward. Release your hands. If that right knee is like, hey, I could use some love, slide your right foot down towards your calf a little bit more. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle that right arm around behind you. And then point that left foot, lift, and reach those left fingertips back. Breathe. A variation of Wild Thing. Lifting out of that right shoulder, strong through the core, squeezing those buns. Slowly release your bottom back down. We turn back to face front and extend that right leg out. Left foot crosses up and over the right leg. Add a flex of that right foot. Wrapping the right elbow around the knee. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Left arm extends out. Circle it around. Bring that left hand behind you. Prop yourself up as tall as you can sit. And then look out over that back shoulder. Breathe. Left arm reaches back, circles up and over. Turning back to face front, we shift that left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Reaching high, turn towards that right leg. Hinge it forward, reach it out. Working to center your tummy and chest onto that right leg. Nose towards your knee. So I hope this has been amazing. I hope it's just hit all of the spots. Maybe even smile on your face. A lightness in your heart. Reach it out. Hinge it all the way back up. Circle that left arm around. Place it right by your hip. Point your right toes. Press and lift. Reaching those right fingertips back. Breathe. Just a beautiful stretch down that right side. Strengthen that left shoulder. feeling present, feeling here, mindful. Slowly releasing your bottom back down. We turn it back to face front. Both legs go long, reach it high, flex your feet, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of the upper body. Reach it out, hinge it up, and release those hands down by your sides. Let's turn and come to easy pose once again. You are welcome to sit up on a bolster. You are welcome to be on the floor. If easy pose just isn't the greatest for you, a comfortable place. Close your eyes. Sit nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back, and let your shoulders just gently slide down and away. We turn our palms to face the sky, drape the wrists over the knees, index finger and thumb gently touching. As our breath flows in and out, we once again take a moment, checking in. Did you find a smile on your face at any point? A lightness in your heart or your head? Clarity? Or an aha moment? Was today a day of challenges or a day of release? Hopefully you found some relief, some release, some recharged energy. If today was a little more challenging, just keep a sense of humor. You made it through the challenge. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw. We finish with some seated cat and cows, shifting your hands to the tops of the shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. Inhaling it up nice and tall, switch so the other leg is in front. And again, 2 more cat and cows. Press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. It's all about finding balance, mentally, physically, emotionally. Press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. So happy to have you with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exhale and hollow. Inhale it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. My friend, thank you for joining me. Be well. Take care of yourself. And I always look forward to the next time I get to spend some time with you on the mat. Until then, namaste.